what this amazing man is going to inspire you to commit yourself to immediately at the beginning of this week is about to change your life forever, my gorgeous Scorpioni. You are really going to awake. You are going to reconnect with yourself. You're going to be reminded of your own dreams. You're going to be reminded of your own vision in this life. And you're going to feel something you haven't felt in a very, very long time. What are you going to finally fully commit yourself to, my gorgeous Scorpioni? It's really a lot to do with things you have been thinking about for absolute ages. It's to do with your passion. It's to do with your direction in life. You are gonna be able to feel, and from a completely different perspective. You really are going to have this mind-blowing, enlightening moment through this man at the beginning of this week. You know that this is like your angel, to be quite honest with you. This is literally like your spirit guide. When someone has that power to awaken something so sacred within you, we become, you will become like unstoppable. You see, you will become unstoppable. Not only that this process, it's about to heal you, my gorgeous Scorpioni. So you're gonna realize after this moment in time how much more energy you are going to have, spiritual, physical and mental. You're gonna be all around the place. When it comes to your mind, you're gonna have all sorts of ideas. When it comes to your life and when it comes to your future, you really are going to perk up. On a physical level, you're instantly gonna take very, very seriously something you were aware of, like that you must not do, that you must not eat, or that you must not take. You were aware of this for ages, but only now you are gonna have enough this vavavumish energy and enough confidence to do something about it. And on a spiritual, and also you're gonna be thinking a lot about taking care of yourself on like a health level. So you're gonna notice maybe people jogging around or running around and things like that. They will be inspiring you. People who live healthy lifestyle will be inspiring you. And there are certain things, that you are gonna really kind of feel drawn towards, doing and starting in terms of your own fitness. Absolutely brilliant. And also, my gorgeous Scorpioni, in terms of your own spirituality. Now suddenly you're gonna be reminded of something that you want to carry on with, something that you used to do all the time and then you stopped and then you forgot about it, and now you're gonna be not only reminded of that, but you will also want to take this on the next level. You will realize how this aspect of your own spirituality, it's ever so important to you. It's part of you, it's part of who you are. You're not gonna be able to kind of forget about it whatsoever, because this is, my gorgeous Scorpioni, who you are. Intuitively you're very smart, intuitively you're very clever. You are aware of certain things in this world at such an early age that some other people don't find out ever in this lifestyle in this lifetime. So be grateful, my gorgeous Scorpioni, because you're reaching such an important part of your journey. And what this amazing man is going to inspire you to immediately commit yourself to, as I said, this is going to change your life forever. On one hand, you're going to be so much happier and so much more excited. You are going to feel this direction in life, whoa, so brilliantly. But on another hand, you're also going to feel so peaceful as well. It's about you doing things that come naturally to you. It's about you doing things you wanted to do for ages. It's about you following this path you wanted to follow for ages. When it comes to you knowing exactly what do you immediately need to commit yourself to, because there is a certain step you will need to do. There is something really important you will need to do. I know that you're going to make a little journey and you're going to be speaking to somebody important, somebody official, and that particular person is going to answer some kind of questions to you, and you are going to realize realize that this, it's going to be so much better than what you actually thought, okay? So there is something really great and surprising in a good way going to come out of it. Do you understand what I mean, my gorgeous Scorpioni? This is going to be so important. On one hand, you're going to feel so peaceful, but then on another hand, you're going to feel so excited. The whole new phase of your life is about to begin. So I have to say it again, the moment in time this amazing man inspires you to commit yourself to something, you know, you will know what this is. It's to do with your dreams. It's to do with your vision. Okay, you will feel things on a completely different level, and of course you are doing the right thing. And as I said, you're gonna make a little journey, you're gonna go somewhere, you will be speaking to somebody official, and then and there, boom, some kind of process is going to start. Couple of days later, you are going to have such a beautiful message, and as soon as you have that message, you will know that a whole new door for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, is about to open, and something is going to be offered to you, something so mind-blowing, something so crazy, something you did not expect whatsoever. And this is when things are going to become so interesting for you. Okay, because only then and there you're gonna realize where is this all about to take off to. Oh my God, absolutely brilliant. It is gonna be much better, much bigger than what you could have possibly imagine. My gorgeous Scorpioni, like wow. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, I need to say something to you. It is really a lot, not related to this situation whatsoever. Another thing that is going to happen at around the beginning of this week, you really are going to feel so kind of it is to do with this particular challenge, some kind of a challenge that you have felt powerless about for a while. You felt really powerless about this challenge for a while, my gorgeous Scorpioni. And now suddenly, when it comes to the beginning of this week, you see, it's to do with a personal challenge that has kind of really slowed you down. This personal challenge has been affecting your kind of confidence. And also, when it comes to this personal challenge, you know, your life was on hold just a little bit because you weren't able to do what kind of you wanted to do. You know, and there, because of this challenge, certain things did become like a little bit stagnant, and you did kind of neglect a certain aspects of your life, not willingly, but because you were worrying about this challenge quite a lot. I think that this actually affected your relationship with people, but just for a while, not because you wanted this relationship to be your relationships with people to be affected, but it's just that, oh my God, you were worrying about this, and there was like so much on your mind, and at times it would take the better of you. It would, you know, this challenge would really affect you, you know. So when it comes to this challenge that you have been kind of worrying about, there is such an important news you're going to have, my gorgeous Scorpioni, at around the beginning of this week. And when it comes to this news, you know, you are gonna realize that there is some kind of like a compromise you are gonna need to, you're gonna be able to make some kind of a compromise in order to resolve this problem, in order to resolve this kind of challenge. And first of all, you are not gonna like this compromise. You're gonna be like, oh no baby, no, I'm not gonna make this compromise, no, see you later alligator. No, honestly, first of all, you're gonna be like a little bit like kind of absolutely no way. And then I know that you're gonna go and talk to somebody in your life, somebody who's like kind of well-traveled, somebody who's like very open-minded, somebody who's like really different, somebody who's like both beautiful inside and out. You will be speaking to this person, somebody extremely spiritual, somebody who has been through so many things in their life at such an early stage, you know, somebody kind of well-traveled, I suppose, but also very wise, very smart, and very kind of spiritual, and somebody who's who's not afraid of showing their own spirituality to other people whatsoever. This person doesn't care about that, you know. It is what it is, you know, and I love people like that. I love people like that. This person does not hide any side of their identity whatsoever. And this person is so open-minded that lots of people, and is doing things that are so on an open-minded level that lots of people just cannot grasp. Lots of people can't understand this. I love people like that. I love people who allow themselves to be themselves. But anyway, this is somebody in your life, and you will be speaking to this person, and you will be asking for an advice, you know, and you really listen to what this person says, and this person is going to give you an advice to definitely that it's not worth it, you know, not to do this, to definitely make this compromise. This person, it's going to mention some kind of like a situation that they've been in their life, you know, a long time ago, not exactly the same challenge, but very similar. And that person said it's just not worth it, because if you don't make this compromise, you are just going to end up going against yourself, and at the end of the day there is nothing to prove anymore. Here you really kind of need to make this compromise, and this challenge is going to come to an end. And as soon as this person you know, as soon as this person say this to you, because you know this person really well, you're just going to be so, oh my God, you're going to be in a rush, do you know what I mean, to go and resolve this challenge by making some kind of a compromise. And you are going to do this. There is some kind of a process you are going to start, and it's going to go for an additional couple of weeks, and in like about a couple of weeks time, this challenge is finally going to come to an end. And you know, you will see how worth it this actually is when it comes to this challenge coming to an end, because there are other things that are actually going to follow after that moment in time, you know, my gorgeous Scorpioni, that you wouldn't, you know, certain possibilities in life that are going to make your life so much more colorful. It's not about whether you're going to go for these possibilities or not, but just to be able to kind of consider them and refuse them or reject them. You know, we are already, you know, 5 steps ahead of us. Do you know what I mean? And if we did allow this challenge, personal challenge, to carry on, then we just kind of, you know, there are less and less possibilities and opportunities that we can consider, and then that eventually has got like a very negative impact on us and our own lives, and then we become kind of really drained and tired and negative and sad and unhappy, and that is no way to live this life whatsoever. Do you know what's the most important thing when it comes to all this? There is a great big mama lesson that you've actually learned when it comes to this challenge. You will know exactly what to avoid in your future, and that's priceless. And I know it sounds corny, but most certainly you will know what to avoid in your future. And when it comes to those people that are the greatest, you know, in your life, the closest to you, just tell them. Talk to them about this, you know, make them aware what happened and what you've been through. And you know, and that way you're going to plant this really powerful spiritual seeds into these people's minds, and they are going to avoid these situations happening to them as well, you know. So this is in itself quite important, but the bottom line is it wasn't worthless, it wasn't pointless, because there is a great lesson that you've actually learned, my gorgeous Scorpio, through all this. And also at the same time there is some kind of a subject that you are gonna suddenly start to feel really drawn towards. There is some kind of a subject you will suddenly feel very drawn to learn, nothing to do with your spirituality whatsoever, but this particular subject that you're suddenly going to feel so drawn to learn, well, trust me baby, this is the beginning of its own journey in itself, and it's going to lead towards somewhere really, really sacred. Trust me. Okay, so that's what I need you to know. And also, when it comes to the meat part of this week, my gorgeous Scorpioni, do you know what? You're going to have this moment where you are going to be chilling out, baby. You're going to have this moment where you're going to be like kind of relaxing. and you are gonna have all sorts of things on your mind, but boom, something in particular you're gonna be thinking about, you're gonna end up thinking about and focusing on intensely. You're gonna be reminded what's gonna be on your mind. Something is gonna be playing up on your mind. Something is going to be playing up on your mind, and you will be thinking a lot about some kind of experience you've been through like a few days ago, something that you will not be able to stop thinking about whatsoever. And this is going to be replaying on your mind like some kind of experience that you've been through a few days ago, not that long ago, and you enjoyed yourself. You had a great time. In fact, you had an amazing time. So that's why this is going to be on your mind. You will know which aspect of yourself you need to change. You will know that you must not be too serious about certain things in life. And you will know what that is, because that in itself, it's again you just going against yourself. So that's what you're going to be thinking about, that maybe sometimes you take people in the wrong way, you get people in the wrong way. Sometimes you can be just a little bit sensitive, and that's good, because this is going to obviously help you to see things from a different perspective and to kind of like loosen up a little bit, which is going to be ever so important for your own spirituality, but it's also going to heal like a really interesting parts of yourself that cannot be healed in any other way. Really brilliant in terms of your own wiseness and where your mind is going to be able to stretch after this moment in time. You are going to find yourself at such an interesting dimension, my gorgeous Scorpione. But that's not all. You're also going to be thinking, just remember, I told you you're going to be thinking about this experience, and overall, it was like a really positive and great experience that you're going to be focusing on, okay? Apart from what I said, this learning thing, like that you need to kind of maybe loosen up a little bit, or not to take certain things too seriously, which is brilliant, which could only affect you in a negative way and slow you down a little bit. And then you just end up becoming more critical to yourself rather than anything else or anybody else anyway. So this is why, in terms of healing, this is why this is so important. But you're also going to be thinking about other things that you've been through, like when it comes to that positive experience that you've had like a few days ago. You're going to be reminding of what was happening, what were you talking about, what people were talking about, and you really are going to clearly realize, my gorgeous Scorpione, that there are two things that are missing in your life. There are two things that are missing in your life big time. Okay? And number one, it's like, you're going to realize you want to kind of socialize more. It's time to turn that page over. It's time to come out of your comfort zone. It's time to spend some time with people in your life, but it's also time to spend some time with new people, baby. Do you know, because this vibration is going to be extremely powerful when you feel like this. Oh my God, you get this spiritual slap and you are pushed towards this particular direction that is going to be not only unexpected, but mind-blowing when it comes to where exactly you're going to end up, who exactly you're going to end up with, which exactly people are going to end up meeting at the same time. So on one hand, you're going to realize it's a lot to do with socialization. You need to kind of do more of that when it comes to people in your life, and when it comes to you wanting to meet new people as well. Okay, and also, my gorgeous Scorpione, through this situation you are going to be reminded of something that you wanted to do when it comes to your lifestyle, when it comes to, where you live, and some kind of change, something that you wanted to make. But it's a big change. It's to do with your lifestyle, and maybe your home, maybe your garden if you've got one. It really depends, but you will be reminded of this, and you will know that you're going to be so much happier once you do this. Once you achieve this is going to bring another lot of like a wonderful energy, like a really beautiful energy into your life. And now it's absolutely time to do this, because you are going to feel so much happier, and you are going to in general feel so much more content, honestly. And also, my gorgeous Scorpione, For example, when it comes to the midweek as well, like there is this, this is going to be a bit of a testy, because you are going to have this person who is not a nice person. You're going to have this person here who is not a nice person whatsoever, and you know this. Okay, somebody very naughty, somebody who's passionate for wrong things in life, you know, seriously. This is how I can describe this person. Somebody who's not very honest, somebody who's passionate for not really good things in life, and you know this person really well, and this person is going to, sorry, but this person is going to need something from you. This person is going to need your help, and you really are going to surprise yourself. Normally you would be like, see you later. Do you know what I mean? Normally you would be like, hello, my darling. Do you know, like, no way. That's what you would be like normally. But now you really are going to surprise yourself. You will realize that you are changing, because the moment in time this person is going to ask you something like for your help or whatever, and whoa, you are going to be taken back yourself the way you're going to feel. And you're going to be like, you know what? Because you're going to feel really strong and positive vibes from the fact that you can actually help this, you should actually help this person. And once again, you will follow your intuition. And I'm so grateful for that. And you are actually going to blow yourself away. You're going to surprise yourself, because you are going to do whatever to help this person. You're going to help this person. And this is again you being so intuitive. You will help this person out, and I love you for that. And you know what's going to happen? You will recenter yourself, my gorgeous Scorpioni. You will recenter yourself, and by recentering yourself, I mean that, you know, you are going to release negative and frightening thoughts. Okay, especially when it comes to some kind of new idea that is going to be on your mind, that you are gonna be thinking about, that you are going to have at around this time. This is going to be so beneficial for that new idea which is going to be on your mind. You see how crazy this life is? You see how unpredictable this life can be? It's like literally everything is connected in such a mysterious ways. But it's a lot to do with our own actions, you know, with our own energy, with our own karma, you know. And the more good we do, the more good it's actually going to get back to us. And that's exactly what you're going to realize here, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Okay, very, very important. And also, when it comes to the last part of this week, you know, you are going to be somewhere around nature. Okay, somehow you're going to be somewhere around nature, and you are going to see, and you are going to have this absolutely magnificent sign. Something really crazy is going to take place. You will see something you've never seen before, but it's to do with nature. It's to do with nature, okay? And the sign that you are going to, there is something you will see, and it's going to be connected to nature, okay? And you will instantly know what do you need to accept, my gorgeous Scorpioni. You will instantly know what do you need to accept, that like what are you wasting your time with, what you should accept that it's not going to work for you, and move on. It's not only about you realizing this, but about you gaining this power through this energy, through this sign, because something really beautiful here is going to happen, which is going to re-energize you, my gorgeous Scorpioni. So, you know, this in itself, whatever you need to accept here, that it's not going to work for you no more, you know, it's like a blessing in disguise. Because as soon as you realize this, as soon as you're honest with yourself, it's about your own victory. It's about you liberating yourself. Okay? It's about you liberating yourself, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Because just you having this realization, just you having this thought, you know, couple of days later, you are going to have such a brilliant news. And a part of this brilliant news, it's going to be, my gorgeous Scorpione, this amazing opportunity you will actually have to not only speed up a certain aspect of your life that has been plodding along for, you know, like, oh my God, and draining your energy. But this opportunity, it's also more about you knowing that financially you're going to be absolutely fine, that financially you are going to be like stable. It's bringing security, it's bringing stability, and you're also going to be able to tap into something and do something that makes you feel so good, that makes you feel so happy at the same time. And as soon as you take this opportunity on, this is just the beginning. This is going to lead towards all sorts of different things. In exactly 3 months' time, this is all going to go on the whole next level. Okay, in exactly 3 months' time, you're going to find yourself on this beautiful crossroads, and you are gonna amaze yourself like which path you are going to decide to take. If you know this right now, this would you would find this mind-blowing, too mind-blowing to understand, but over the next 3 months, a lot in your life is going to change. You will change. You will open your mind even more. You will go through certain things and experiences you've never been through before. And this is why you are gonna see things in a completely different light. So the moment in time when we do need to make such an important decision, like when we find ourselves in certain crossroads, like how you're gonna find yourself, this is when magic literally happens. So now, my gorgeous Scorpioni, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Okay, let's just shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarotina cardina of the weekina. Let's just see. Oh, well, there you go. This is your turning point. Your life is about to turn around. Every single one of us has a very special mission on this earth, my gorgeous Scorpioni. And I think by the end of this week, your mission on this earth is going to be absolutely obvious. Okay? This week, as I said, is the beginning of your turning point. Just do as much as you can, open your mind, do what you want to do. Even if you feel completely drained, even if you feel completely tired, even if you feel down, even if you feel bad, even if you feel negative, trust me, as soon as you start doing anything, as soon as you start doing anything literally, you will, things are going to pick up for you, like literally instantly. Okay, but the key is to just get on with things. And oh my God, there are certain things that are gonna take place that you're gonna find absolutely mind-blowing, but you need to go with this flow. Do you know what I mean? You can't just just sit and wait for something to happen. No, baby, no. It's enough of that. I'm not saying you're doing this, but now it's all about starting certain things, about making certain moves. That's why I'm telling you that, this is your turning point. So it doesn't matter how you feel. You may not sleep for 3 days, God forbid, and you know what I mean? But as long as you make a certain move, you are gonna have a very, very pleasant surprise almost immediately. And here you will understand exactly what are you capable of, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Hello my gorgeous people, I've just launched my new t-shirt collection called As Above, So Within. This collection is all about connection with our signs, our inner truth, and the wisdom we already carry inside. Each t-shirt represents one of the 12 zodiac signs with beautifully illustrated designs on the front that capture the essence of your sign, and on the back the message that ties it all together. As above, so within. Because we don't have to look outside ourselves for answers. Everything we need is already within us. The stars simply remind us of what our spirit already knows. Each shirt is of course made from 100% quality cotton, soft and comfortable, perfect for your readings, meditation or just everyday wear. They are designed with love, intention and attention to detail, so they feel as good as they look. I created this collection for all of you, my gorgeous people, who tune in each week, who listen to your intuition and who walk this journey of growth and self-awareness. If you would like to support my channel and wear something that truly reflects your energy, you can find the link below. My gorgeous people, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your light, and for always trusting the wisdom within. As above, so within. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.